All right, we are back with our tangent angle this time. So what we'll go ahead and do is we will determine what the measure of that tangent angle is. And what we ultimately want then is to create some relationship between the measures of these arcs. Well, we know that the measure of these arcs is going to be the measure of the central angle that intercepts the arc. We learned that earlier. However, this red arc DBE is sometimes more difficult to determine. So check out what we can do. We can go ahead and measure DAE once again. And then when we click on this guy and go into our settings, one of the options is to change it from 0 to 180 degrees to 180 and 360 degrees. And this now allows us to see the major arc's measurement as this 212.7. So now look, we've got these two arcs and we have the measure of the angle, much smaller than each of those arcs. So you've played around with it and everything. You've probably even used this calculate tool. And let's check out what happens with a couple different things. So if we want to calculate something, we could hit an equal sign and then go ahead and type these letters in. Well, you have a little keyboard over here that'll allow you to type in those Greek letters. We have one of them that looks like a Y over there. So let's do this guy minus the beta, the big B, and see what ends up happening. All right, so we have 65.4. So 65.4, well, that looks very similar to what we had. If we make our alpha a real nice number here, like maybe let's try to make it right at 50. Oh, I'm close. 51. It's right at 51. Look, the difference of those two arcs is 102. Oh, okay, let's try another really nice number. 35. Oops, I was at 35. Well, I'm trying. Well, 34.9 is really close to 35. 69.8. It looks like it's double. Oh, so what if we just revised this now to have some parentheses and we divided by 2? Oh, 34.9. So it looks like the difference of those intercepted arcs is going to be divided by 2 is going to be the measure of our tangent angle. So to answer conjecture number 2, how do you determine the measure of a tangent angle? We would say that the measure of a tangent angle is half the difference of the two intercepted arcs. So the measure of a tangent angle is half the difference of the